What's going on, comic fam? It's your boy, the Bearded Comic Bro, and I'm back for another episode of Bearded and Cole's Comic Cover Challenge. And today, this month, we are doing our favorite covers featuring fighting. What is up? That's right, gang. We want to see your favorite covers that involve fighting. So with that being said, let's talk comics.
Better put the word out. Get ready for the nerd out. Better put specs on. Better break necks on. I cut handsome checks for my expansion sets. They call me Obi-Wan. Act like you know me, son.
Gang, I am super excited for this episode. There are a lot of fun comics in this stack of books. And if you're new to the show, it's very simple. I'm going to show you 10 of my favorite fighting covers from my collection. And we want to see you at home do one as well. And all you got to do to enter is make a video. You can do it on YouTube. You can do it on TikTok, Instagram Reels. We don't care. Just tag us. Let us know that you made one so we can know to watch it and put it on our playlist. But all you got to do, pick 10 of your favorite covers. And the rules are simply this. Keep it with theme. Keep it to 10, and make sure you own the book. The book needs to be in your collection. We don't want to see we want to see stuff that you like. It doesn't matter how expensive it is or any of that jazz. We just want to see your books. And gang, make sure you stick around for the very end because I got a special giveaway that I want to announce. Up first, we've got Batman Adventures issue number 7. This cover was done by Mike Parobeck and Rich Burchert. Again, as always, gang, I'm going to butcher the name, so if you're the creator of these books and I butcher your name, let me know in the comments, and again, I apologize. But I got to start it off with a Batman book, and I got to start it off with a Batman Adventures. I mean, you've got Killer Croc strangle-holding Batman. Let's go. I mean, are you kidding me? Killer Croc's known to be a wrestler. You know, he was a circus freak. And to put him in a chokehold there, it's like, man, this looks like a WWE cover. Batman looks like he's struggling a lot here. And how often do you see a really cool Killer Croc cover? Not often. So I had to show some love to the homie Killer Croc. All right, gang, let's just get this one out of the way because Cole's going to be like, I'll fight you if you don't put a cover like this on, and y'all know it's coming, so it's just happening. We're putting up Marvel Super Pro issue number 2 featuring Quick Kick. This cover is created by Bob Budanowski, Ron Frenz, and Joe Sinnott. And gang, you got Super Pro fighting Quick Kick. I mean, come on, this is, how can you not take this comic seriously? People always like, oh, you like Super Pro, it's a joke. But I mean, come on, what's not? Seriously, gang, you have an ex-NFL player who becomes a superhero called Super Pro, and now he is fighting a former field goal kicker who becomes a ninja, and his name's Quick Kick. Gold. Comic gold. I don't know what else to say. I mean, Super Pro, and it's Quick Kick. Up next, this is a cool one. This is Inhumans, issue number 12. This is created by Al Milgrom, the cover is. And this is what I love about this one. If you look at my cover, it is beat up to shreds on this book. This is one I got at Half Price Bookstore. This cover just sticks with me so well. You have the Hulk who's surrounded by the Inhumans. I mean, I didn't even know who the Inhumans were as a kid. Well, let's be honest, I still don't know who the Inhumans are, but this cover just was such a cool one, and it brings back so many memories of reading this issue over and over again. And I see this cover, like, as soon as we said we're doing a fighting cover, I said, I'm putting up an Inhumans book. That's how important this cover was to me, like how iconic it was. I remember it. I remember going to the store and going, I gotta get this book. That one of the first books that popped up into my mind when I was doing this is an Inhumans book. And I remember reading this issue as a kid and wanting to know about this girl who had the really long hair, and I don't even remember their name. I know Black Bolt, but the guy who, in the brown suit, like, it was just like, it was a weird team, and I always wanted to know more about it as a kid, but I never could find any more Inhuman books, so I probably need to go back and check out this run because I want to experience this a little bit more because I feel like it's going to be nostalgia for me. Gang, up next, You know I'm going to have a decent amount of Batman books on here. Well, this is Batman 635, cover done by Matt Wagner. This is the first appearance of Jason Todd as Red Hood, in Red Hood costume, whatever, as Red Hood. This is a special book that's always going to have a place in my heart, in my collection. Big Daddy John Ross, he got it for me from a buddy. He sent it to me as an AOK. Really cool. I've been looking for this book for so long. I passed up on it time and time again because the price wasn't right. It wasn't the right fit, and then I got this sent to me, that's just so cool that this community does things like that. But I really dig this book. I love the color, the blue that's over it. Batman is just toe to toe with the Red Hood here, and it's like, man, who's gonna win? Gang, this is crazy. I've already shown 2 Marvel books on this channel. Super Pro, Inhumans. Now we got Savage Avengers issue number 2. Wolverine and Conan the Barbarian. This is done by the uber talented David Finch. Look at that cover. This is one of those things. When we said we were doing fighting covers, I was like, man, this is going to be so much fun, because how many times do we get iconic villains? And, I know somebody might have the, Wolverine and Hulk fighting each other. I don't have that type of money. I don't have that bug, or Spider-Man getting shot by Punisher on the Who's Fighting, But for me, this is just a really cool cover. And David Finch, love it. I fell into love with David Finch's work. He did the early run on Tom King's Batman I Am Gotham series and stuff, the first couple issues and things like that. One of the first creators I met getting comic signed. So to have a David Finch book in this challenge, it means a lot. Ooh, we got Boom Studios, IDW. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This cover's done by Dan Mora. I mean, holy buckets. This is Saturday morning in a nutshell, gang, right? We got Turtles. We got the Power Rangers. We got a bowl of sugary cereal, and we're going to have so much fun. I love these crossovers, Power Rangers versus Justice League. You've got Justice League and Black Hammer. You've got Turtles and Power Rangers. They did it, Turtles and Batman. They've done multiple arcs of that. And it's perfect, right? You got the nerds. You got Donnie and Billy fighting the Blue Ranger and, Donnie and the Purple. You've got the leaders fighting. You've got Tommy fighting Leo, right? You've got Raph fighting the Red Ranger, Jason. And Mikey apparently is taking on the girls. He's a little party dude, I guess. I don't know. But it's just fun to see these, 2 properties come together, and it's just a really cool fighting cover. Hold the phone, shut the door. We got another Marvel book in the house. This is Cage, issue number 12. Dwayne Turner and Chris Ivey did this cover. And you've got Luke Cage fighting Iron Fist. And this is the epitome of the 90s, right? You got the super roided out dudes. You've got Cage just stranglehold choking Iron Fist. Man, it's such a cool cover. And again, they're not. This is what I love about the challenge. These aren't books that I really can tell you much about the story, but they're iconic covers for me that I remember seeing as a kid that I picked up. I still have my $1 price tag from Half Price Books on there. So, gang, Half Price Books was a supplier of a lot of Bearded Comic Bros comics back in the day. All right, let's see what we got next. Okay, fine. We're time to right the ship here. We got a book from DC. We got Green Lantern, issue number 3. Pat Broderick and Mark Nelson did the cover of this. And gang, can you get a better fighting cover than Hal Jordan knocking that smug son of a gun Guy Gardner in the mouth? Let's go. People stand up and clap. Nobody likes Guy Gardner. I know if you're watching Boof, nobody likes Guy Gardner. The only thing that can make this cover better, if it was the best Green Lantern punching Guy Gardner, and that's Kyle Rayner, but he wasn't created just yet. So we'll just stick with Hal Jordan giving a great right cross to freaking Guy Gardner. Woo-wee. Again, we're down to the final 2 books, and don't forget, don't turn it off as soon as the last book's done, because I got something I want to share about a special giveaway. Up next, we've got Marvel vs. DC, issue number 3, Collado Castellini. I'm sure I'm butchering the name, but holy cow, do we get more iconic than the DC vs. Marvel, the Marvel vs. DC books, 4-issue series. This is one where they're actually fighting on the cover the most. The other ones are kind of just all on the cover together in issues 1, 2, and 4. This is one you've got the matchups happening. You've got Hulk fighting Superman. You've got Batman fighting Captain America. You've got Spider-Boy. You've got Superboy and Spider-Man, going at it. I mean, this is just a dream come true for us as fans, right? To get to see these iconic characters from completely two different companies going toe-to-toe, like something that we debated all the time as kids that you probably never thought would happen, and we got this in the 90s and all its goodness, and then this spawned the Amalgam series, which, good golly, it's amazing, and you might not like it, but I do. So I have to show love for Marvel vs. DC, the DC vs. Marvel books. And gang, last but not least, I know what this is because it's the last book, and this is Spider-Man Deadpool, issue number 18. This is done by Pasquale Fair, and this is one that came in their 2017. They were doing a Stan Lee mystery box. I think it lasted for like 2 months, or 2 or 3 months, maybe just 2. I don't even remember. But they also did a Stan Lee comic book box. I think there were 2 boxes of that as well. They just couldn't get things together. This would have been... I wish that mystery box would have lasted longer because I got some really cool stuff out of it. But the comic books were really cool because they were special covers done by PAL Entertainment that put Stan Lee on the cover of comics. So you had this one. He was on an Avengers book. They had him on a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger book. So it's where... Zordon's face is in. It's Stan Lee's. Like, there's some cool ones. Gang, I wish more people knew about these books because it was literally, they only did 2 mystery boxes of it in 2017. And so I had to have Spider-Man and Deadpool fighting and Stan Lee kind of breaking it up as a referee, like, hold up, guys, let's chill here a little bit. So it's such a cool cover, and I figured a lot of you hadn't gotten a chance to see it, so I wanted to make sure that made the list. So, gang, that's it. Those are my top 10 fighting covers for the Bearded and Coles Comic Cover Challenge. The Comic Cover Challenge has been nominated for a Comic Book Community Award. The link to go vote is going to be in the description of this video. It's pretty cool that y'all care about this show enough that you guys took the time to nominate us. And so if you feel so inclined, go vote. Now, let's get to the giveaway. I have an extra copy of this. What I want to do is this. I want to send it to someone in the community. You can enter in 2 ways. First, leave a comment in the video and just simply say what your favorite cover was in this. All you have to do to be entered into the giveaway. Comment on this video. Say what your favorite cover was of my book. And you have to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. That's it. Make sure you're a subscriber. So if you aren't, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you leave a comment. That's it. Now, I am going to throw a caveat in. I will give you 5 extra entries in the random wheel drawing, whatever, to get this book. Not this one. You'll get the one in the poly bag. And if you want me to open it, I'll ask you, and I can bag and board it in another way. You get 5 entries if you make a comic cover challenge for November and do a fighting video. If you do a fighting video, tag me or Cole, you automatically get entered in 5 times. You don't even have to comment on my video and you'll still get 5 entries. Now, if you comment on this video and you enter in, you get 6, gang, 6 entries into this. I don't even know what it's going for on eBay. I'm guessing it's somewhat rare just because it was such a limited 2-month run, and you had to be buying the subscription box, but you can look it up on eBay. I don't know what it is, but I want to give one back to y'all. So simply just leave a comment, but to really get the entries in, we want to see your guys' video. Make a video, get 5 entries into the giveaway. And if you feel so inclined, go vote for Bearded and Cole's Comic Cover Challenge in the Comic Book Community Awards, ending soon here. And with that being said, hopefully you can find some time to curl up, grab a book, and nerd out. Peace.